So yeah, I represent Becker. So we do CPA and CMA exam preparations in the US. So we're the global leader. So we've been in India for over 25 years. So but recently we see huge growth in terms of interest in people become a CPA, right? So and also a CMA. So we see a lot of growth, and India is actually our, I would say, most important international market that we're trying to get into, right? So I think a lot of resources has been allocated to the Indian market. So that's why we actually spend a lot of time here. So we even have our colleagues in India as well. So we're focusing on this market. We see a big potentials, and we'll continue to do it.
Sir, do you think AI finance facing disruptions or any reinventions?
AI is disrupting or it is reinventing?
That's actually a big question, right? So AI is actually changing a lot of things that we do, ways we do things. Okay, so AI at this stage, they're replacing a lot of the entry-level jobs, so the lower-level jobs. So, but they have not been able to replace the more advanced or senior positions because like the AI is not perfect. The result that you get from AI, you still need a lot of human interventions. So you have to check the numbers, check everything they come out, and if we don't have the human interventions, it could be a disaster, right? You 100% rely on that. So to drive by, but a lot of people say, okay, so if that happened, does that mean a lot of the low-level jobs that they basically move from US or other countries to India would reduce? That's probably a big question. So what we're seeing now, I think like every other business, right? So the business world is always driving increased efficiencies, increased profitabilities. Especially now when we talk about all this private equity fund, they're investing into a lot of business. So and basically their key objective is to increase the profitabilities, what we call EBITDA in our financial terms. So, and when they look at their business or their operations in the US, for example, so they see the way to increase the profitabilities is probably outsource some of the works that they've been doing in the US to places like India, like GCC, or AI. So what's happening now is actually they're coming in on both fronts. Basically by increasing profitability efficiencies by moving operations to places like India, and also adopting AI to increase the efficiency as well. So we're actually seeing on both fronts.
So you mean to say that it is not replacement for the accountant?
It's not replacement. I think a lot of people talk about it, right? A replacement of accounting job. It's more a displacement, right? So the skill level that people need will be different. So we talk about, I think today we talk about a lot about whether a degree or BCom or MCom, is that enough, right? So, and the way I think the people or students get educated in the university or college, that will have to be changed. Okay, so who knows, right? So 5-10 years later, so what kind of job will be available with all these AI technologies being more widely adopted, right? But for now, we're seeing it's actually an opportunity for India.
What will be the scenario of after 5 years in India, especially for the financing and accounting?
Yeah, it's hard to know, right? So because the technology changed so fast.
Okay.
So, but again, what we're saying is, so like the private equity fund or the shareholders will continue to drive the profitabilities, right? So I can see, because in the US, there's a pretty bad labor shortage for accountants, right? So looking at the numbers, from 2019 to 2024, the number of CPAs in the US actually dropped 10%. So a lot of people don't, for whatever reason, I don't understand. So a lot of younger generations, they don't want to be accountants, especially in the US. So they may want to do something else, but accounting is like the shortage of accountants in the US actually is creating I would say, a panic for people in the profession.